Katie Thurston dreads more bad news, takes extra proactive steps. May 2, 2025. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Bachelor Nation news fans. Katie Thurston is dreading more bad news as her cancer progresses. However, she is taking extra proactive steps to be ahead of things. While she revealed she did not want to do this, she has to live by what she preaches. Katie is going through a lot right now with her cancer. However, she has had a lot of support through this journey. Keep reading to find out what bad news she is dreading and how she is taking proactive steps. Katie Thurston goes through a lot. Katie Thurston is currently going through a lot. She was diagnosed with breast cancer. At first, they thought it was stage 3. However, they sadly found that a small part had spread to her liver and resulted in it being changed to stage 4. This has been a hard pill for her to swallow, as it would be for anyone. She decided to marry Jeff Arcuri sooner than she had planned. However, she wanted to make sure she got it done before anything happened. Fans have been supporting Katie throughout this entire journey. She dreads more bad news, takes proactive steps. Katie Thurston is dreading more bad news. However, she is taking proactive steps. I messaged my oncologist to get her opinion on scheduling an app with a dermatologist to check out all my moles. I didn't want to. I don't want to know more bad news. But then I remembered it goes against everything I preach about being proactive and brave for yourself. So I hit send. Might as well maximize my insurance benefits this year. So Katie is going to need to get this taken care of. However, this is something she did not want to do. She cannot get any more bad news for her mental health's sake. It seems as though Katie scheduled an appointment to get her moles looked at. She did not want to do this as she does not want any more bad news that could come from it. However, she has decided that she has to practice what she preaches and is doing it for that reason. Fans are supporting her from afar and hoping she gets good news out of this. What do you think about her taking the steps? Are you proud of her for doing it even though she didn't want to? Sound off in the comments below. We would love to hear your thoughts on this. Katie Thurston dreads more bad news, takes extra proactive steps. I'm done letting life happen to me. It was supposed to be a fresh start, a new chapter. But for the Bachelorette alum Katie Thurston, 2025 is shaping up to be anything but predictable. And as whispers swirl about yet another setback in her ongoing health battle, the 33-year-old reality star is refusing to sit back and wait for life to throw her more curveballs. I've had enough, Katie admitted in a candid Instagram live on Thursday, her voice firm, but her eyes undeniably weary. I'm done letting life just happen to me. If I don't take control now, I never will. For fans who have followed her roller coaster journey, from her groundbreaking season of The Bachelorette to a series of high-profile breakups, stand-up comedy stints, and now a public battle with a shocking cancer misdiagnosis, Katie's latest confession is both heartbreaking and empowering. So what's next for the outspoken star who's tired of waiting for the next punch? We've got the exclusive details on the proactive steps she's taking, the truth behind her recent medical scare, and how her bold new attitude is changing everything, from her love life to her lawsuit. The storm isn't over. Katie's fear of more bad news. When Katie went public with her cancer misdiagnosis earlier this year, the Bachelor Nation community was stunned. In a series of raw posts, she detailed how she'd been told she had cancer, only to discover later that it was a major error. But what most fans didn't know is that behind the scenes, Katie was still dealing with lingering health complications and a nagging fear. What if they miss something else? I had some symptoms that didn't go away, Katie revealed during the live. Even after I was told it was all a mistake, something just didn't feel right, and that scared me more than the original diagnosis. Sources close to Katie confirm she's undergone 2 additional scans in recent weeks and is consulting with a team of specialists, not just to rule out any remaining concerns, but to finally get real answers. She's in this weird limbo where the trauma of the misdiagnosis has made her distrustful of everything. A friend shares. Every phone call from a doctor feels like the next bad news. From passive to powerful, the proactive plan that's shocking fans. Katie isn't the type to crumble quietly. After a few weeks of what she called her pity party, she made a radical shift. "I'm seeing 5 different types of professionals right now," she told her followers. A naturopath, a therapist, an oncologist, a dietitian, and yes, an attorney. Yes, Katie is lawyering up, and it's not just for show. After revealing she was considering legal action against the medical center that issued the original diagnosis, fans weren't sure she'd actually go through with it. But according to insider documents obtained by Reality Scoop, her legal team has already filed a formal complaint with the medical board and is exploring a civil suit for emotional damages. "She's serious," says the insider. "This isn't just about revenge. It's about making sure no one else goes through what she did." But Katie's proactivity doesn't stop in the courtroom. She's also overhauling her entire lifestyle, starting with her phone. "I've unfollowed over 300 people," she laughed. "If it doesn't bring peace or joy, it's gone. That includes men I used to date, ex-castmates, even brands I no longer align with. A health retreat, a digital detox, a new outlook." On top of seeking medical clarity, Katie recently completed a 14-day health retreat in Sedona, Arizona, a place known for its spiritual healing and wellness scene. "It was the best decision I've made in years," she said. "We had to surrender our phones, journal daily, attend therapy circles, and basically just sit with Arsh *. I hated it at first, but I left there different." Friends say she returned more centered than ever and with a brand new mantra: "No more waiting." This mantra is now etched on a silver bracelet Katie wears every day, a reminder that she's not here to survive anymore, she's here to thrive. Love life overhaul. I don't want another Blake Moynes situation. Fans will remember Katie's engagement to Blake Moynes at the end of her Bachelorette season, a whirlwind romance that ended in a painfully public split just months later. She's since kept her love life relatively quiet, aside from a brief situationship with stand-up comic John Hersey. But now, she's rewriting her entire dating strategy. "I'm not interested in performing for a man's approval anymore," Katie declared in her live. "If he's not showing up with maturity, therapy, and emotional intelligence, I'm not interested. Period." Friends confirm Katie has paused dating apps entirely and instead is focusing on romantic self-discipline. She has this rule now: if she wouldn't want to marry him tomorrow, she's not going on a second date, the friend explained, reclaiming her brand and her voice. While she hasn't ruled out a return to TV, if it's the right show, maybe, Katie is focusing on building her own media platform. She recently teased a new YouTube series, reportedly titled The Shift, which will dive into health, heartbreak, and healing. "It's not about being famous anymore," she told fans. "It's about being free." Katie is also working on a memoir, which sources say could shake Bachelor Nation to its core. "She's naming names," says a source involved in the project. "Producers, contestants, even people at ABC. It's going to be explosive." Katie's warning to others: advocate for yourself. More than anything, Katie hopes her story serves as a warning. During her Instagram Live, she emphasized how easy it is to fall through the cracks in the medical system. "I trusted people who told me I was dying," she said. "Then I trusted people who said I wasn't. But no one ever told me why I had symptoms to begin with. That's the problem." Now, she encourages others to get second opinions, to ask questions, and to document everything. "I'm not trying to scare people," Katie clarified. "But you have to advocate for yourself. No one will care more about your health than you do." New apartment, new city, new energy. As part of her transformation, Katie quietly moved to a new city, a location she's deliberately keeping private. She wanted a fresh start, somewhere no one knew her as the Bachelorette. A close source revealed, "It's a total reset." She's decorated her new space with calming neutrals, floor-to-ceiling plants, and a vision board filled with phrases like "grace over grit" and "stillness is strength." Katie's also joined a women's circle, attends weekly breathwork sessions, and has vowed to take a social media break every Sunday, a far cry from the daily content hustle she once relied on. What's next? Maybe a baby, maybe a book, maybe just peace. While Katie hasn't confirmed any big future plans, she did hint at something major. "I've been thinking a lot about freezing my eggs," she shared. "Not because I want kids tomorrow, but because I want options." She's also exploring international travel, with rumors swirling that she may spend a few months in Bali later this year as part of a healing sabbatical. "I used to think I had to be doing all the time," she mused. "But now I'm realizing being is enough." The takeaway: she's not just surviving, she's taking control. Katie Thurston is not out of the woods yet. Her health journey is ongoing. Her legal battles are just beginning. But the woman who once sat on a soundstage crying over missed connections is gone. In her place is someone ferocious, focused, and finally putting herself first. "No more waiting for bad news," she said. "I'm writing my own headlines now."